Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Leland Lance, who is here on behalf of the Lutheran Church of the Cross. Well, hi, Leland. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Lisa. It's great to be with you again. Thanks for inviting me to be on your show.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And hopefully next time that you join us, it'll be an in-studio. Hopefully towards the end of July, you might be able to come back and tell us more about what you guys have going on. But as of right now, you have still lots of things that you've been doing. But most importantly, now you are in person. It doesn't have to be outside, even though they could choose to be outside, but probably not in this weather. This week and weekend is going to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're thankful we have air conditioning on days like this.
Exactly. So what are the hours now?
Yeah, we have 5 o'clock service on Saturday evenings, and then we have 7:45, 9, and 11 on Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
The 7:45 service, we have communion every week at that service. If you want to have communion, we kind of practice what they call open communion to all believers. And then we have communion on the first and the third Sundays of the month at all services. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. If somebody wanted communion during the week, do you do that?
If they wanted to meet me during the week?
Yeah, or communion during the week. Do you have that opportunity?
Yes, and we just don't have it like in the Catholic Church where they have it like every morning. So, but if anybody wanted it and like they were going to have to go in for a surgery or something, we would do it privately just here at the church.
Oh, okay. So they would just contact you to make arrangements for that?
Yep, that'd be totally fine.
Okay. What happens if do you guys have a service that if someone couldn't make it to your facility, would you go to them?
I would. I'd be more than happy to do that. Yes.
Okay. That's great. That's great to know. Because not all churches do that. You know, they may not have the resources or just they don't provide that type of service. So that's good to know. And then I'll ask you one last thing before we get into your other things. Do you also do the last rites?
We do. We don't really call it that in the Lutheran Church. In the Catholic Church, that's what they call it. But we would say we go and we visit them. It's kind of a lot of the same things. We pray with them, and if they're able to have communion. But a lot of times, I think last rites are right before somebody's about ready to pass away.
Yeah.
So we go and pray with the family, and we call it a commendation service. It's just, it's really the same thing. It's just
it's just called something different.
Sacrament, but
okay. Yeah, I was talking to my father who's 91 and he was in the hospital and he was saying that there was a priest that was there and he's Catholic, so he calls it his last rites, but he's had it like 6 times now.
Okay.
So, every time he goes to the hospital or he's having something, he does that. And I guess it's his way of being prepared.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. You have those types of services available, not just your standard practices. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Some of the other things you guys have is the Lutheran Heritage Club.
Yes. Every Tuesday we have this delicious meal. And really, for the price, you can't eat anywhere else in town for that. For $5, it's considered a donation, so we can kind of break even on that. And it's great. The meal is fantastic. We always start out singing the old hymns out of the hymnal, and we sing for 15, 20 minutes sometimes, and then we have a devotion, and then we go from there. We have sometimes a special speaker. Right now we're doing something called The Chosen. And The Chosen is a TV series that's free. Anybody can watch it. And I encourage anybody that's listening to this today to check it out. And you can go to YouTube and go to The Chosen. And it's really fantastic. It's the story of the disciples that Jesus chose. And it's about how we are chosen, but it's the biblical story of Christ, and it's very well done, and it's very biblical. Yes, they have developed storylines and kind of personalities for the disciples and Mary Magdalene, and it's just so well done. There's a whole season done and a half now. they come out, they're just releasing them. So they're, I think in season 2, I think number 4 is done right now. And
Oh,
they, well done. Yeah.
well, that's great. So you start out at 11 for the senior day out, and then
Yep.
you do what you said about songs and devotions, and then you have your lunch. And are they having lunch while you're showing the movie?
Yes. We start the movie like after everybody has their food and everybody's kind of settled down, and then we do a little introduction to it. And each of the episodes are a little bit different lengths. They're not like just standard 1 hour or 45 minutes. Some of them are an hour and some of them are a little less. And I think one that might even be just like 35 minutes. And then afterwards, we have a booklet that comes with it for discussion questions. And those are so well done as well. And so I will just talk through those so we can all think about them. Then anybody that wants to stick around longer can sit around and discuss them, or go discuss it somewhere else. They can go to somebody's house or to a coffee shop or something now and discuss those questions. They're really, really good.
A nice day. I mean, that's something that, that seniors can plan to, go to, and
Yeah.
it's an outing, and that's awesome. So now you guys are doing that. How many people can you have at a time?
Well, we get probably about 50 people that are showing up right now for that.
Did you say 50, 50?
50,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. Now for the discussion time afterwards, myself and Pastor Kevin, we just kind of get it started, and then it's not like a teaching time necessarily, because the questions are very open-ended and just make you discuss it and think. And then you can go back and read the scripture passages that the session was based on.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it really encourages people to get into the Word and to really understand the Gospels. And the cool thing is, this is done, the professor, I'm sorry I didn't look up his name, but he is from Talbot, so right up here at Biola. And so it's very, very well written and based on the scriptures, and it pulls in the Old Testament along with the New Testament. So if somebody is not a Christian, but maybe you're Jewish, it would be very interesting to follow this and see the connections.
Well, that's nice that, you found something that really helps to depict the Bible in a way that is current, and
Mhm.
probably puts it in terms that people can understand a bit better than trying to read the Bible itself.
Yes, yeah,
Because sometimes
very
trying
interesting.
to read the Bible is tough.
Yes, yes, and this brings it to life in a
Yeah.
powerful way.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm enjoying it.
nice. That's awesome. All right. Excellent. And then also, boy, you've got it looks like you have busy Tuesdays. So then you
Yes.
have the grief share at 1.
Yeah, so some people actually go to all of it. And so by 1 o'clock, we're usually done. People that aren't going to stay for grief share can leave. And we get about 4 or 5 people, though, that are going through this. And that just morphs and changes all the time.
Mhm.
This grief share program is so fantastic. So I want to encourage people in the village that have lost loved ones. This is the best thing that's out there. This is used by other churches. I know Saddleback Church uses it, and so does a lot of other churches around us. And you can even go online and find where it's being offered in different places. So we get people coming from kind of all over the place for this. And everybody that goes through it tells me how thankful they were for going through it. And even if you've lost somebody a year or two ago, and it's just really you're just still grieving, and you're just paralyzed in that grief. This is a wonderful way to walk through it, and so I highly encourage this.
Yeah, that's nice. And then other people can share their thoughts and maybe have some good ideas of things that they can do to help feel better. So that's awesome. That's great. And then
Absolutely.
the biggest event is the end of the month, July 28th and through August 1st. You guys are going to be doing the Music Man.
Yes, we're doing the Music Man. We're very excited about it. This is the kind of the third major production we've ever done from a church. Back
Mhm.
in 2015, we did Godspell. In 2000. 18, no, it's 19. It was 2 years ago we did The Sound of Music. And so this year it's The Music Man. We were going to do it last summer, but because of COVID, we just did a little review and did a couple songs from it. But this year we're doing the full Monty. We're going to do the whole thing. And we have an orchestra. I think there's 20 some people in the orchestra alone. There must be close to 40 people in the cast. And oh my goodness, it's a phenomenal cast. The Harold Hill we have, and the mayor, and they're doing a fantastic job. And we have one of the parents of one of the kids in the show has been on Broadway as a dancer, and she is Susie Gifford. She's doing the choreography. Oh boy, watch out.
Oh, wow. Well, a lot of those dancers are going to be sore.
Oh, yes. They're way fancier than we would ever have imagined doing.
I bet. Now, I understand you're stepping in.
Yes, kind of at the last minute here. And the person that was doing the bass in the quartet had to bow out because of health issues. And so because my wife is the director, guess what? I'm in it now.
I love it. Well, you're just going to have to, watch your P's and Q's. And like you said, make sure everything stays right on track.
Yes.
What is the time of the Music Man? I know you have July 28th through August 1st. What are the times?
On July 28th and through Saturday, the show starts at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
But if you want to come for the meal, that's going to be ahead of time, and that's from 5 to 6.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a wonderful dinner ahead of time. Sunday, it starts at 2 p.m.
Oh, so that's a daytime show on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. Now, seats, are they kind of like a first come, first serve?
Well, they are actually assigned seats.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody wants to have, all the seats are really very good. And but you can pick out where you'd like to sit. So if you'd like to come, you can come to the church and pick them out, and you actually get a physical ticket to take with you.
Oh, okay, great. Well, perfect. Well, what else have I missed anything?
I think you got it all. We're just glad our church can be open, and we have been sharing our facility with some other churches around us, and even the Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods and Village Church. And at some point, they'll probably be able to go back to the clubhouses. But until then, we're just really glad we can share it with them and the Theater Guild and a few other organizations that are using our facility. So.
Yes, good. That's great that you were able to do that for them. Yes, things are opening up more and more as we progress. So hopefully that'll be all open, I guess, probably by mid to the end of July.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you as always. We appreciate the information.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too. And we'll be right back after this.